Hello, everybody. Welcome or welcome back. Today is Transfer Tuesday. I am Paula with Paula's Imperfect Plans. And on Transfer Tuesday, I stop and take a look at our money goals, what we're working on saving, that kind of situation, and highlight what we were able to do in the last week as far as working towards those goals. So, my goals tracker spreadsheet is from Debt Free Jessie. Always want to give that credit to her. She's a fantastic um, spreadsheet creator. And and I also have my budget spreadsheet is also from her. Her Etsy shop is Debt Free Jessie, and she's also Debt Free Jessie here on YouTube. So let's jump in with our transfers. We actually have a lot of different transfers today. So we completed a cash savings challenge over this past week, and that was $100. We had $64 in cash rollover from our variable envelopes. Sinking fund moves. I have two different buckets in my high yield savings account for sinking funds. That one was in tattoos that I'm not currently saving for right now, and another one was like $10 left in Christmas, which I have funded and figured out, and so I just opted to roll those into Transfer Tuesday and make a move towards a goal that we are saving for currently. So those two sinking fund moves together total $74. We got high yield savings interest from our Ally savings account, which is the high yield savings account where all of our stuff is right now. I made $20 on selling something on Mercari. And I have to look at the note. So 85.42 was the last bit of our paycheck that went as a principal payment on something, which I'll explain in a minute. And then we had a $1,000 sale of a larger item that we have. So that puts us at $1,368.42 to work with on transferring today. So we'll move over to our goal tracking spreadsheet. I'm actually not going to put anything towards our emergency fund with this. Controversial or not, what have you. So I had been doing the 52-week challenge for a long time, and I started it again, and then I decided that I didn't want to do it again. And so I'm going to start a Save 2025 and 2025 savings challenge. I'm going to wait till January to start that. So right now I'm going to pause. I'm putting money on the emergency fund. Everyone's going to have an opinion about that, and that's totally fine. So that goal is not getting anything this week. Our HELOC, which is our last debt. I didn't know exactly how to do this because I do have or coming into today, our HELOC had $33,252.13 as a balance. Our monthly minimum payment came out this past week, and the way that I did it, that's where that 85.42 was. Whoops. Because we are subtracting from it, it's minus. That wasn't the whole payment, but the rest of it went to interest. So this is just the principal. So I'm just putting on here the part that went to principal, if that makes sense. So that brings our HELOC balance to $33,166.71. So then next, right now, what our focus is traveling. I am saving for a 10-year anniversary trip next fall. We didn't go on a honeymoon when we got married, and then we just kind of got into whatever, having kids and little kids and no money and no money, not wanting to leave our kids, and nobody realistically to watch them long term anyway. So we are going on a trip next November for our 10-year anniversary, and I'm working on funding that. So I've added some things here. I'll explain that in a minute, I guess. So the first thing, I've been saving towards the lodging at the place that we're going to stay when we go. And we came into this week with $785 in that travel sinking fund saved for that at this point in time. We have this week and the entire rest of the balance, which is $1,283 to work with. So we will be able to entirely fund the lodging. That leaves us with $868. right? Okay, so that is going to go towards flights. That's the second part of what we were saving for. My goal is to save $2,060 toward flights. We now have $868 saved towards our flights, which makes it 42% funded with $1,192 left to save. So this trip that we're planning is in November. That's when our anniversary is. We're going to the Dominican. I want to wake up on my 10th wedding anniversary with a beautiful tropical view. And I'm not a tropical person. I don't think I've ever wanted to go on a beach vacation in my life, but that is what we were doing. The only tropical location I've found that intrigues me is the Dominican. That's where we're going. That's how that's going to go. So that being said, I found something came up the other day, and I found another little side trip similar to the one I went in Massachusetts for. It's in a different location. It's the same type of event. And it would also allow me to do some, multi-state travel. So nothing is, I've looked into prices for that. The ticket, the hotel there, and then due to flight costs, I would probably, I don't know that I would be able to save money for a flight, but I could potentially save gas and enough for a rental car if I wanted to drive a rental car or drive one of our vehicles. Anyway, this is the little bit of motivation for me. So this is in March. It's here. I put it up there. If I'm able to fund the whole Dominican trip and I'm able to fund this, I'll go. And if not, I won't. Everything is, any hotel rooms, like that stuff. The only thing that I looked at booking was the hotel room where the event is. So because rooms for that fill up quickly. So I did book a room for that. It is refundable up until I think the day before I'm supposed to check in. So if I don't have the cash for the whole trip funded, I will cancel that and I won't do it. But it's a little bit of, motivation for me, I guess, if I'm able to entirely fund the Dominican trip, because that is happening. I'm going to do that next fall. And if I'm able to do something else in addition to it, then there it is. So that is currently what our goals look like for this week and our last week in November, moving on to December, which is absolutely crazy. So I'd love to hear what you're working on, what transfers you were able to make today, what your focus is right now. All right, guys. So we have, going into our travel sinking fund, $1,283. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1,200, 1,250, 1,270, 1,280, 1, 2, and 3. So 1,283. That's where it is. Now we're going to do the math and figure out which envelopes we're able to count with those. So subtract 88 because that's the first largest one. Minus 87. Minus 86. Minus 85. Minus 84, minus 83, minus 82, minus 81. Okay, we've already done 80, 79, 78, so that's 77 minus 76 minus 73 minus 72 minus 71 minus, getting down there, 70 minus 69 minus 68 minus and then there is 31 left. So we will come over here and do the 31 as the final envelope. That makes that a lot. Obviously having that large amount come in here makes a big difference. 50, 20, 10, 5, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 950, 2,000, 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 6, 7, 8. $2,068 we currently have saved in total toward that trip. Here is our tracker. I also have a spreadsheet one that I did. I can see if I can find a way to put that in at the end to show that and show that all added up. But it won't be the right amount because I started saving for travel and then I did some travel, so I spent out of it. So what I have saved currently for travel will not match everything in here, if that makes sense. But anyway, thanks guys for watching. Appreciate y'all being here.